Whether it's a scary sinkhole that swallows up whole buildings, or a massive underwater blue hole that's just so deep you can't imagine what could be down there, giant holes are one terrifying phenomenon. Today, we're going to take you on a tour of some of the world's largest and scariest holes. Let's get started. The once man-sized hole at Whitburn, now 20 years later, has become a 40-foot wide, awe-inspiring giant due to erosion and landslips. It has grown so big that it now reveals a beach underneath, with the sea forcing its way through one of the cracks in the cliff walls. Besides being one of the most remote locations in all of Venezuela, Sarisariñama is one of the most bizarre landscapes in the world. The largest of its 4 sinkholes is 1,150 feet wide and 1,000 feet deep. It is unusual for several reasons, including its location on the top of the only forested tabletop mountain, having a patch of forest on its base, and also due to the weathering process that formed this sinkhole. A huge 66-foot wide and 33-foot deep sinkhole has swallowed up a quiet suburban street in England and forced 20 people to evacuate from their homes. A tremendous 400-foot wide and 250-foot deep sinkhole emerged on the site of a collapsing mine in western Russia, is slowly eating up the whole town. The forbidding Well of Hell, whose dark, round aperture creates a 100-foot wide hole in the desert floor of Yemen's province of El Mara, plunges approximately 367 feet below the surface. Local folklore claims it was created as a prison for demons. Number of enormous sinkholes looking like something out of a sci-fi movie in Turkey's Konya Plain keeps increasing due to climate change and drought. Plunging to a depth of 662 feet in a bay west of Long Island, Dean's Blue Hole is the largest of its kind in the world. This 80-foot wide and 100-foot deep sinkhole is said to have been discovered in 1927 by a man who was traveling the Utah desert at night and wandered into the area by accident. The story says that he uncovered it when his horse refused to go any further. As a result of Tropical Storm Agatha hitting and inundating the sewer system of Guatemala City, an enormous 30-story deep hole opened up in the middle of the city, swallowing a 3-story building. This incredible 1,500-meter deep sinkhole in the middle of a tranquil Portuguese lake is, in fact, nothing but a human-engineered drillway. Massive exploding craters keep appearing across Siberia, and the phenomenon is both unexplained and concerning for scientists. The Devil's Sinkhole is a national natural landmark and believed to be the largest known single-room cave in the state of Texas. It's also home to millions of Mexican free-tailed bats from spring to fall. The Sinkhole Cavern, 350 feet deep, has an abrupt opening as if someone had punched a hole in the surface. The Great Blue Hole is almost perfectly circular in shape, stretching over 985 feet across and 410 feet deep. Even though it is an incredibly deep hole, the great visibility underwater allows divers to easily see its cave formations and marine wildlife. Just another day for citizens of Berezniki, a mining town in Russia. The biggest of the sinkholes, swallowing the town, is 1,430 feet wide and 330 feet deep. Located in Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert, the Darvaza crater is a massive man-made sinkhole that has been leaking methane gas for decades. It was intentionally set alight by Soviet authorities, hoping it would burn off in a matter of weeks. However, nearly 50 years later, the crater is still burning and its true origins are still shrouded in mystery. The 40-foot wide Neversink pit drops a staggering 162 feet to its floor, making it a challenge for rappellers' endurance. A stunning waterfall that cascades its entire 16-story depth makes the pit one of the most photographed sinkholes in the entire world. A giant water-filled sinkhole that appeared at a farm in central Mexico has grown beyond 400 feet wide and 150 feet deep. It buried a whole house in its depth and trapped 2 dogs on the ledge. The dogs spent 4 days trapped in the giant pit, but eventually were rescued thanks to pressure from the public and from animal rights organizations. A giant cluster of 19 karst sinkholes was discovered in southwestern China. Most of them boast a volume of over 1 million cubic meters and are interconnected through an underground river and a cave system, making them the largest cluster ever found south of the Tropic of Cancer. In the Indian state of Rajasthan, a stepwell more than 1,000 years old has withstood the test of time. 3,500 geometrically arranged stone steps lead 100 feet down to a well, which has provided water and a gathering space to its community for centuries. By the way, if you are a fan of Nolan's Dark Knight, you've definitely seen this place before. Deep within Canada's Northwest Territories, at the edge of the Lac de Grasse Lake, beneath a land of unsurpassed beauty, lies one of the most abundant and high-quality diamond deposits ever discovered. 2 huge open-pit mines make the scenery even more breathtaking. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Our next video is on the way. See you soon.